This is the part 2 to Save It for the Therapist. What a difference, as you can see from part 1 to part 2, of my growth, if you will, with the body dysmorphia that we were talking about. I'm not saying I'm there yet, but even recording that video about body dysmorphia and opening up myself gave me the courage to say, I'm going to actually come on here with hardly any filters. Not only that, just woke up. My eyes are extra bloodshot from travel. My voice is extra creaky. I don't know what's going on. And I'm not even ready. My face is still even kind of swollen from the morning, and I've got these frownies on, which I will explain in another video entitled Oversharing, which I will post. But I just wanted to do a part 2 on Save It for the Therapist, because I was so bummed the voice part cut out on the last part of that video. And maybe there's a reason for it. Because I was able to learn, even in the Save It for the Therapist episode, that it's okay, Shelley. And that the body dysmorphia is a hyper-focused behavior of zoning in on something, and it could be anything. It's an OCD offshoot. And what I'll talk more about OCD, which I've realized, I've been caught in that loop and couldn't get out of it. But I'll talk about that at another Save It for the Therapist episode. But the body dysmorphia is very specific on a thought pattern that everything could be going fine, and then all of a sudden this little voice comes in and goes, yeah, but you got those jowls. I mean, really, seriously, out of nowhere. In fact, the more you feel kind of good about yourself, you could even feel confident, in my experience, and then it taps you on the shoulder almost and goes, yeah. Or I catch myself in the mirror with my glasses that are magnifying on too much. It's like, yeah, I don't want to be doing that, because it exacerbates my body dysmorphia. It tempts me. It tempts my mind to go there, to go toward a wrinkle and zone in on it. And it's very destructive to the human being that this is happening to, because it is a dead end. Because once, let's say, I fixed whatever was wrong, let's say I did a little something, which who knows, I may. It's like a barrel with water filled and just holes start. It'll just go to another place. You really need to hone in. If you're going to hone in on anything, go, why am I doing that? And how do I stop doing that? How do I stop the spin of, let's say, obsessing about certain parts of my body that seem wrong? And then you feel so guilty about it, because there's so many things that are legitimately need some figuring out and some solutions in the world that we could all be helping. But here I am, diligently focused on a wrinkle. I mean, I see the ridiculousness of it, and I'm doing it. So that doesn't get lost on me. I see what's going on. I see that there's some sort of dark energy that's trying to go, hey, everything's feeling kind of good. Come on over here and focus on this thing for a while. It'll waste my time. It'll waste my time here on the planet of what good I could be doing for the very things that are needing help. So when I got wind of that in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is motivating me to go, ooh, that's a tempting spirit, if you will, to go and pick on that wrinkle. And it's like, nope. If that starts happening, if I want to address it, I will. If I want to go do whatever else, I will. But I'm going to be aware and notice. I'm not going to focus on that. Is this a trick trying to get me to focus my very big, wonderful energy on this little minute thing that truly God doesn't look at me that way in a negative light like that at all? And if we have bigger fish to fry, I can go fry those. And the most important thing, I feel like what God wants is for each of us as individuals to be free of those sort of things in our minds that get us hooked, in. For me, it's perfectionist thinking, it's outward body, it's inward thoughts that I get, it goes round and round like you shouldn't even be thinking like that. Now you're a horrible person that you've been thinking like that. It has gone round and round and deeper. So I've had my work cut out for me with recognizing this, but I'm glad to talk about it because even my getting it out really helped. So I'm hoping that if somebody sees my process, the episode 1, and then seeing this episode 2, that maybe you get a little courage to let that unlatch a little bit of whatever you're getting fixated on, and understand that perhaps there's something trying to keep you, your marvelous, wonderful energy about you that is like a diamond. It's trying to keep you and tell you, you ain't diamond, you all rough, you all messy, and let's just keep working on that. Even though you'll never reach diamond status, it's like, it's a lie, people. And I'm talking to myself. It's a lie, so don't believe it. So it took a lot of courage for me and victory for me to show up in not great lighting with my frownies on, just woken up, swollen bloodshot eyes with mascara smeared, dark shadows, and I'm feeling kind of free. And you know what? If I want to put a fucking filter on, because I want to, and I feel a little prettier, then I'm going to. But I don't have to. I'm free to. I'm also free to do whatever I want. And if I want to look like this, I get to look like this. And it's all great. It's all a form of expression. And for me, as long as my true essence is shining out, is what I really want. So that's why I'm sharing this, and I'm so excited. You guys got to see my process. I'm not to say I'm going to have slips and things like that, but I feel really on top right now, empowered, like I busted through a little something. So I want to thank you for watching and hearing and seeing me and allowing me to save it for the therapist, but not really. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.